Right, hello and welcome back to Star Citizen, and I'm in jail. Shot somebody I shouldn't have done while I was trying to protect them. They died, and here I am with a 1 hour, 15-minute prison sentence. But we are going to do a contract in prison to repair some equipment, and that will kill our sentence. Now look at that fan in front. You can see that there's a black bit as it spins round. Those are missing blades. More on that in a second. There's three things you can do in prison. This has got this is in an asteroid somewhere, I think, and it's got a very low gravity, so you can sort of jump and go a long way. So there's three things you can do. One of them is you can try and escape. Now to try and escape, you have to get out through that fan. To get out through the fan, you need to stop it. You find a code, which I'll show you at the end. You enter it, you jump across, enter it into the keypad, the fan stops, and then you've got to navigate a maze of tunnels and steep drops and ledges to get to the surface. You need a lot of oxygen to get to the surface. You need to get a move on, basically. Anyway, we're going to take this contract here. Inmate maintenance opportunity. An oxygen machine has broken. It's on route 1, depth 11, it says at the top of the screen there. I've got to go down and fix it, and that will commute my sentence to 0. So, just walking around the outside. The prison is quite small. There's not a lot to do here. The third thing you can do is go mining for rocks and bring those back and dump them off and get time off your sentence that way. But we are going to do the maintenance contract. So we're going through here. On the left here we have the commissary, so if you need to buy other things and you have enough credits to do so, merits, that's it, you can buy stuff here. I don't have any merits, otherwise I would get something just to show you, but there it is. It does say on the beginning that I've got a multi-tool, but I can't get it to activate, so I won't be doing any mining. We're just going to get in. We're going to find this machine, and then we're going to get out. Now this mission, the repair mission, is really easy. Basically speaking, we just keep walking through the caves until we find the faulty machine, and then we click on it to repair it, and then we come out. Now it says at the top, route 1, depth 11. So there are 3 routes here. Route 1 is to the left, route 2 is straight on, route 3 is to the right. So this is route 1. So we go down here, and each of the levels has a number which you see when you go up to it. So all you've got to do is find the right tunnel with the number, get along to the end of that, and keep going until you get down to the required depth, repair the machine, and then come all the way up. It is very straightforward. So each of these tunnels leads... Oh, hello. This is unexpected. There's rocks, but it's black. So is that a void that's going to kill me if I step on it or not? I'm not really sure. The fact there are rocks there, and the fact that I can see a couple of the other tunnels ahead. How can I make this trigger? So I don't want to step on it and die. I might just have to see if it restarts the mission. When you're in prison, if you... Oh, it's drawn it. There we go. That was lucky. So we go down here. When you're in prison, your sentence takes place in the real world time. So if your sentence is 2 hours, you can either sit in the prison and do nothing for 2 hours. You can go and do some maintenance missions, or you can go and do some drilling, or you can go and try and escape. If you can log out the game, come back 2 hours later, and then your sentence will have elapsed. But if you log out, then log back in straight away, you'll still have your sentence to serve. Right, so all of these as number 2. So we head to number 2. Don't forget, we've got to get all the way down to number 11. And this isn't drawn. There we go, that's better. So, yes, we've got to keep going, looking around a bit as we go, because sometimes people leave things lying around, like shivs, oxypens, that sort of stuff. If you're going to do a prison break, it is a good idea to do this mission first, search for everything, try and find a few oxy pens, maybe do a bit of mining to get merits to buy a few oxy pens, because the last thing you want to do is a long escape. It's very tricky, and the last thing you want to do is to get near the end and then run out of oxygen because you've tried to do the same, make the same jump 20 times. So you really need to sort of plan ahead. So if you're going to do the escape, it's essential to prepare first. So come and do this mission, search all of the caverns, and then try and find a few oxy pens lying around, which will help you on your way out. So we get to the end of the tunnel, we get to these hubs, we look for the tunnel leading off of it with a number above it. There we go, number 3. So we're making our way there slowly but surely. Mineable rocks are ones where you have sort of colour running through them, and different colours indicate different minerals. The more valuable the mineral, like hadonite, the better. But as I haven't got my multi-tool functioning, there really is no point at the moment. Now, some of the tunnels that lead off, you don't go down, they're just blocked off, they're dead ends. Let's have a look. This is probably one because it hasn't got a number above it. So if I just zoom in to the end, you'll see that there's a little flashing sign with an X on it. That means the tunnel is blocked, so you can't go through there. So essentially, if you don't know where you are, or you haven't done it before, you just need to come to each cavern, walk around in a circle around the perimeter of the cavern until you see the number that you're after. There we go. It's always on a number plate at the entrance, so we're now up to number 4. Very shortly we're going to come across another oxygen kiosk, which we're going to need to just top up from. As you can hear, my character is quite breathy down here. You don't get a massive amount of oxygen to get you out. You know, getting back is easier. If I look back over my shoulder, you'll see exit, and they are lit in green. So when you're coming out, it's a lot faster to exit the mines because you just go towards the bit of the cavern which is glowing green, so you can get out really speedily. But you take your time going down because you've got to find the that one's got a flashing thing in it, so that's not it. You've got to find the right tunnel with the number on. There it is, number 5. So we keep going. Right, tunnel 6, this is over halfway. I'm expecting to find another oxygen kiosk that we can top up from. There it is. So this is what we're looking for on level 11. This one is working. So we just move up to it, turn the torch off, move up to it. Then we can activate the oxygen transfer. And then off we go again. Right, so here we are at tunnel 11, or level 11 I should say. So again, we just get around this corner, we should see an oxygen kiosk which will need repairing. Then we'll repair it, and after we repair it we should get a message telling us that our sentence has been served. There it is. So we'll go up, vent it, and then we can make our way out.
Due to your recent actions, we've reduced time on your sentence. Isn't that great?
Congratulations. You have completed your required sentence in our facility. We at Klesher Rehabilitation are extremely proud to have played a role in your rehabilitation and hope that you've used this time to better yourself as a human and as a member of civilized society.
Oh, so that gave us 10,000 merits. So if we wanted to, we could go back and buy a multi-tool, do a bit of mining, but we're not going to. We're just going to get out of here as quick as we can. It's always quicker going back. And then we'll just check on the central console that we have served our time, just as the message promised, and then we're out. When we leave, it takes you go in an elevator and it returns you to Everest Station, I think it's called, which is circling Hurston, and that's where you'll find your ship, and you'll get all your stuff back that you had on when you were incapacitated in order to serve your sentence. So you get pretty much everything back once you get back to your normal hab pod. Anyway, let's get back to the surface. A quick word on crime stats. So I'm in prison because I have a crime stat of 3 out of 5. First, crime stat 1, I think you just lose armistice zone privileges, so people can shoot you when you're in a well, people will shoot you if you're in a no firing zone. Crime stat 2, you get a bounty put on your head, so other players can actively come and hunt you down. Crime stat 3, you go to prison basically. So top right of the screen you can see like a little head with the target on, and I've filled up 3 of 5 segments. Think of it like the star rating, the wanted stars in Grand Theft Auto. Things only really start moving once you get to 3 stars. So same here. I've got a crime stat of 3. Crime stats of 1 and 2 you can pay off at terminals on certain stations. So you don't have to go to prison, but crime stat 3 you go to prison basically, and generally speaking it'll be 4. The easiest way to get a crime stat 3 is to kill somebody you shouldn't, like I did. So that is the crime stat system. And here we are back at the entrance to Route 1, so it's much quicker coming out. You just follow the green haze. We go round to the left hand side here. Came in on the right, we go out on the left. There are some kiosks where if you are going to do mining, this is where you drop your ore in those. In a moment we're going to look at the keypad number, which will turn off the fan if you're going to try and escape. So this is where we entered the mines. We went left, we've come out on the right. There's a little office on the left here, and if you just look through the crack and zoom in, you can see the keypad number there at the back, 0758. It changes all the time, so that is the number you need to turn off the fan should you want to try an escape route. There's I think 3 others or 4 other keypad numbers you get on the way to the exit that open up various doors and hangars for vehicles and stuff. Anyway, here we are back at the central plinth, where you can check all the cells are behind me. There's various NPCs and players just milling about. Guards don't care if you try and escape. They sort of, even if they're standing right by the fan, you can just walk straight past them. They don't really bothered. So we'll go to one of the terminals. We should have a confirmation that we're going out. Yes, we are eligible for release. So go to inmate processing to complete my sentence. 10,000 merits. I don't think they'll stay with me the next time I come in. So we go to processing, which is through here. There's somebody waiting by the gate. Are they going? I don't want to go through because there's a big gun on the other side. No, they're not going. Are they going to try and sneak out with me? There's the gun on the ceiling. You don't want to get that wrong. So in the lift, then we select the surface, and then we are out. So that is that's the easiest way to complete a prison sentence. Just do the maintenance contract. If your sentence is like 3 or 4 hours, go and do some mining as well. Yeah, coming out as well. Sneaky. Anyway, there we go. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you for the next one.